Okay, here we have Madness by Muse, and probably not an immediate song you think of when you're trying to think of like guitar songs, but despite of all the synth stuff going on, there are some cool little muted guitar patterns going on during the verse and the chorus. And then right in the middle, like they kind of just bust out this really cool guitar solo that just cuts through all the synth stuff, and it's really fun, and I wanted to do it, so I figured I'd try this out for you here. So, like I said, it's going to start pretty simple here. First verse is just nothing going on, it's just bass synth. But second verse comes around, and there's kind of some building guitar parts that come in. And it's going to start with some muted notes here, so you're just going to lightly palm mute, to kind of deaden that sound. And it's just going to be a third fret on the G string for the B flat chord going on. And we're just going to pick it 4 times, just pretty quick. Then a rest. And then we do 6. Okay. And then we do 2. Okay, so you put it all together. Okay, and then it goes to an E flat chord. But we'll just play that here as a 6th fret on the A and D string. Same picking style and muted and all that. And then the second part of that E flat chord, we're just going to take that 6 on the D and bring it to a 5 on the D. Okay, so we went from 2. And then we just end up back on the B flat with that 3 on the G. Okay, third verse comes around. And it's going to be kind of the same style of what we were just doing, but we're just going to add one more note here. So it's going to be 3 on the G and 3 on the B, just to kind of build it up a little bit. Alright, and once the E flat comes around here, we're going to play it like this, where we're 6 on the D, and then we do 3 on the G and 4 on the B. Okay, so we get that chord going on. And just mute it and strum it the same way. And then we just take that same chord and drop the 6 down to a 5 on the D. Okay, so we went from 2. And then we just end up back on that B flat with the 3 and 3 on the G and B. Okay, and the chorus comes in, and we're going to do just what we were doing there, but just change it to a new chord. We're at a G minor now, so we'll do 3 on the B and the E. Okay, just kind of go the same way with it. And then we're going to come up to a F, and we'll play it here like this, with 5 on the G, 5 on the E, 6 on the B. Okay. Okay, then we go to the E flat, and we're going to play it like this, where we're 3 on the G, 6 on the B, 6 on the E. Okay, just one measure of that. And then we take the 6 on the B and make it a 4, keeping everything else the same. So we get that. So we go from the solo comes in. All right, probably the part every guitar player hears in the song. Really cool, really fun. We're going to play it just like this, where we come up to the 13 on the B, and we just do a bend. It's kind of a slow bend there. And then once it hits the top, you just kind of cut it. Okay, and we do 12D, 10G, 11B, 13. Cut it once it gets to the top, hit it and release it to 11, 13. We bend 13 and release it real quick to 11. Then we do 13, 11. And then we just end that by doing a dive at 6 on the E. Okay. And you can either do it with the whammy, okay, or you can just hit it and slide it out. Whichever you like. We bend 13 and release it real quick to 11. Alright, and now the cool part, but the really tricky part too. It's probably something you just need to like practice and get down. It's basically just some scaling throughout different notes here while hitting a couple bass notes in between each one. And it's essentially you're just going to be hitting the 12 and 13 on the G. So just get used to that. So with the pointer and the middle finger. And in between each one of those notes, we're going to be kind of moving to a different note with our pinky, and then through our ring, and then back to the pinky. And so it's going to start with the 12 to 13. And we do 18 on the E. Okay, and you want to do each one twice. Okay, and then we move the pinky to 16. Okay, move the pinky to 15. And then we kind of switch here and we do a 13 with our ring finger. And then we come up here to the B string at the 16. And then we do 12, 13 again. And then we just hit the 15 on the B and call it good there. Slide it out. Alright, and we just end the whole thing with a slide up to 8 on the G, to 8 on the E, back to 8 on the G. And then we just hit that 6 on the E and slide it out. Alright, and then the outro chorus, you know, it's kind of the biggest sounding of all the choruses going on, of course, and there's kind of some faint acoustic strumming going on there, if you really listen close with headphones and all that. So you can do that here if you like, or if you just want to strum chords throughout it, that's cool too. But it's just going to be a G minor, so you can just play that normal, like a bar the third, and then 5 and 5 on the A and D. And then just, you know, strum it, 8th notes. Alright, and then it goes to the F. Then we come up to a E flat suspended 2. So 6A, 8D, 10G. To just a regular E flat. Alright, that was Madness by Muse. Really fun song, especially the solo there. Always interesting to do like synth heavy songs, find the guitar parts in there, and because you never think about it until you're actually trying to find them. But this one has the really cool solo in the middle, and I hope you had fun playing it. Thanks for checking it out. Do me a favor, subscribe. I try to put out a video almost every other day, so keep an eye out for that. Like this, share it, all that nonsense. Cool, we'll see you next time.